Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. What we have here is a 2022 Argo Frontier 8x8. It's just got the small motor, 650. Not fuel injected, carbureted, and jazz.
Hi.
Just got this, we've got about 7 hours on it. You can tell it's been used. We mostly use it just for floating down the river. It gets most of the use just floating down the river. We got a bit of a loop we make. Takes about an hour down the river and take the trails back up the river. As you can see, it's dirty. It's been used. But before this, I had a 2007 Argo, 2008 Argo, something like that. I'm gonna poop bag in there. We'll get rid of that. This is far superior. Couple cool things with the newer models. The drain plugs are at the back and the bottom, so you're not pulling the pan out to get at the drain plugs. The steering is on what I like to call the right side. It's on the left side, but it's the right side to a car, and you're like that instead of the two levers. Last one I had the two levers. That was horrible. It was not smooth. I mean, there's nothing smooth about these things, but it was very much not smooth. Obviously your brake, throttle, lights, on, off, high beam, low beam, start, kill switch, very basic. The rubber's coming off that already, but we'll get that fixed. Neutral, reverse, low and high, and the dash is pretty cool. So we got 44.3 kilometers, which actually is wrong because a lot of times we're just on the throttle floating down the river. Exactly 8 hours on it. But we've got our battery voltage and your fuel, which the old one didn't have. With the 8 hours we put on it, we probably not went through a half a tank of fuel. All the fuel's underneath the seat. Very cool. I think this one has, which I'm not sure. Yeah, storage under the seat. We've got our tow rope. Room for a life jacket maybe. Like I said, we quite literally use this majority of the time just for floating down the river. The only thing I got with it was the winch, because obviously that's important. So that was the only add-on. The last one I had the windshield and the roof and tracks. We'll get there someday with this one, but as it sits right now, I just wanted it plain, just something to float down the river with. So thanks for watching. We will do some videos of ripping down the river with it, floating and around and on land and that kind of stuff. I wanted the 6-seater, or the 6-wheel, not 6-seater, 6-wheel, but this has enough room for 2 full-grown adults plus 2 full-grown adults and maybe 3 if you're in a pinch. The 6-wheeler only came back to about here, so I take every once in a while we'll load up all the neighbor kids and float down the river. So it's just nice having the 8-wheeler. I've never had it in the bush yet, nor probably won't, because I've got my scrambler over there, so I have no real need to. But when I do take it in the bush, I'll let you know how it works out there too. I'm sure it's going to be big and clunky and wide, but we have had 4, 5 full-grown adults in this, and no problem. With these tires, you definitely want, if you're going to be in the water, you want these tires. The old one I had 4-wheeler tires on, and it did not work well in the water. Very slow. This one actually hauls pretty good. They got brake lights. I think they come factory on the 2022s, not the 2021s. It's got the bailage pump, which is fantastic. I've headed it, and again, I can say it over and over, I've been in the water just about 90% of its life has been floating around, and I've got no water in at all. So let's make some videos of it moving. If you're watching this I'm sure you already know how these work, but we'll give a bit of a demonstration of how they turn. Whoa, a little rough. Pretty sweet with lots of damage, the only way. Kind of cool when you get some speed on. Watch this. They can kind of drift. Let's go hit some water. Test this out before we go to the water, see how it does in the snow. Not the most stable thing in the world. You wouldn't want to take her too deep of water, but pretty good going downstream. Vehicle will climb out of the water in this spot. watching the video. If you have any questions about these things, let me know. I'll make another video. I think I said when I was out there, you don't want to go in too deep of water. You don't want to go in water too rough. You can get water in right there, which I'm sure I did. And the other side does have a bailage pump, but you don't want to bring water in too fast. But we've had a lot of people in one of these way over the weight limit in the water, and it seemed to work well. And for just floating around, fishing off of that kind of stuff, it's a pretty cool machine. Thanks for watching, guys.